Salam, dear listeners. Today, I would like to draw your attention to the topic of knowing oneself. And I'm going to quote a line from Rumi, where he says, آن نفسی که با خودی خود تو شکار پشه‌ای. The instant or that breath that you are selfish, you fall prey to something as small as mosquito. وان نفسی که بی خودی پیل شکار آید. The other instant that you are selfless, elephant falls prey to you. It indicates a major and huge fluctuation in the strength within ourselves, in our mood, in our behavior. And here mosquito is the symbol of small things, small problems in our lives, small issues. And elephant symbolizes huge problems. So it shows that at one time the human can tolerate huge problems, can absorb it, and can change the situation even. Another time, small things shakes his foundation and he trembles, comes to his knees. So does it mean that the mosquito is so strong and the elephant is so weak? No, they are both the same. But what happens is that we ourselves, like he says, one instant when you are selfish. So when we are selfish or we are lacking the strength within ourselves for many reasons that we can explain later. At those times, simple things such as, let's say, our eyes fall on something, it attracts our attention negatively. A bad word from a friend or from someone hurts us a lot. And maybe a text relating to our situation will make us anxious and worried. And other times, major things happens. We are surrounded by all sorts of people, but we are focused and we are ourselves. And we have experienced these ups and downs. So does it mean that we grow one time too strong and another time very weak? No. Physically, we are the same. I mean, we do physically grow weak, but that's over time, over years. Here he says, one instant, 1 second, you are so strong, the next second you're so weak. So the strength within ourselves fluctuates instantly. Instantly, it could go from 0 to, let's say, plus 100 in next instant, or it would take it 1 second to go from, let's say, 100 back to minus 100. So the fluctuation, the period for fluctuation is very short. Whereas in our physical strength, it takes a long time, to go from weak to strong or from strong to weak. So who likes his happiness and prosperity to be unstable, to be so shaky? Nobody. When we plan to be happy, when we have, let's say, a party, we are going outside or whatever, we want to be happy. And we always want to be happy. But what happens that we lose our happiness. We become stressed, we become depressed. And when we see the cause of our unhappiness and stress, usually something that has happened in the past too, and we have overcome it, but this time it stresses us. So what I am drawing your attention to is that our inner world controls our outside, our body, our mind, our strength in our legs, in our hands. In other words, the software within ourselves, the unknown software, the invisible software, controls the hardware of our body and our mind. So this was a good analogy that Rumi used. That one instant, when you are selfish, that's why you're creating a platform for the mosquito to bite you and to hurt you. Another time, you are selfless, so you've destroyed the platform for anyone to hurt you. You don't get hurt. You don't take things personal. You don't take things offensive. Here, Maulana Faizani makes the same analogy, but in a modern way. He says that the controller of your body, your very fingers, your eyes, your toes, your motions, your movements, is the heart. Heart is in control of the entire body. And now he says, heart acts like a computer or a CPU of your body. Now the operator of the computer, if it happens to be angel, then you can tolerate anything. Then he removes all worries and anxiousness from your mind and heart. A mountain will look like a hay to you, and you can tolerate people's misbehavior, bad words, and hardships in general. Other time, the opposite creature, it's called devil or shaitan, places himself in front of computer and accesses the computer through keyboard, mouse, etc. And at that time, you become very offensive. You cannot tolerate anything. It is as if you are not the same person. You are totally opposite. And then you call it, I'm stressed, I'm very nervous, I'm very angry. This is what the reality is. That's why we call it knowing oneself. So we are trying to make ourselves aware of ourselves, that we are not a simple physical body, a biological being, but the main thing that controls this physical body, that keeps this body alive and makes us who we are the inner world, the heart. And who is behind the heart? So there are two agents, two living creatures, two other beings within this being, that's ourselves. That's what the humans are not aware of, that they are like a box. Within this box, there are two opposite guys. Two guys who have no reconciliation with each other. They're absolutely opposite each other. And each of them wants to take control of the environment within the box. And that's why we feel such an instability in our mood and character and energy and thoughts and so on. So we will continue dig in deeper into these sayings of the scholars that will enlighten us more as who we are, as what we are, and how to gain more and more control over ourselves. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.